I met the Sisters of Providence when I was 11 years old. My father is in the Army, and we had been traveling around a lot, and I had sisters of other communities before I came to North Carolina, where I met the Sisters of Providence. My teacher was Sister Mary Rosalita Scanlon, and we were 7th grade, 7th and 8th graders together in the same classroom. And because we were 7th and 8th graders, we got to help out with the passing the duplicating materials and stapling things together. And the workroom for the sisters was right outside of their dining room. And I remember one time working during the lunch hour, and I heard them, and they were arguing about something, and I'd never heard sisters argue. And I thought to myself, oh gosh. And one was saying, well, I really don't agree with that, sister. I think, and all of a sudden they burst out laughing, and they went on with their lunch, and I thought, they're just ordinary people. I had kind of put them on this pedestal, where they're holy, and, but anyway. So that experience of hearing the sisters be very normal kind of changed my idea of what religious life was. In March, the sisters had the Vocations Day on March 25th, around that week, and the boys all went to the priest's house and talked with Father about being a priest. And we stayed, and sisters showed pictures of St. Mary of the Woods. I fell in love with the place. It was like, oh my gosh, I need to go there. So I went home and I asked Mother if Daddy would ever be transferred to Indianapolis. We had a friend who was transferred to Fort Benjamin Harrison in Indianapolis. And so I said, Daddy, would you ever get a chance to go there? He says, no. He said, Benjamin Harrison is for finance. I'm in Signal Corps. So I thought, at that time, the sisters had an aspirancy, had a high school. And one of the 8th graders was preparing to go. And so she wrote to me when she was there, but I thought, oh, I really want to go. I really want to go. And so in my 8th grade, I got information about the aspirancy, and I wrote to, I asked Mother if I could go, and I told Mother and Dad they had to look at this information because I really wanted to go to the aspirancy. And my mom and Dad said, well, my dad is from San Antonio, Texas, and there's a boarding school there. The Sisters of Loretta had a boarding school for girls, and so my mother said to me, why don't you think about going to San Antonio? Your grandma's there. You've got 2 or 3 of your aunts, your cousins are there. You'd be able to visit family during the vacation. I said, well, Mom, I don't want to go there. I want to go to St. Mary of the Woods in Indiana. And I think the school in Texas was also had it was Our Lady of Loretta, I think. And I remember Mother and I washing dishes, and she kept saying, why don't you want to go to Texas? I said, well, Mom, I want to go to St. Mary of the Woods. I've never been to either place. And she said, well, St. Mary of the Woods, Our Lady of Loretta, what's the difference? It's still our Blessed Mother. And I said, no, I really want to go. So they let me go. And I really felt that this is where God was calling me.